My name is Janna Clare Mallory. I'm 21 years old. I attend the University of Oklahoma, and I study communication sciences and disorders, pre-speech pathology. I'm a cradle Catholic. Both my parents and their families are very Catholic. They're from Louisiana, so go Cajuns. I like anti-jokes. What did the farmer say when he lost his tractor? Where's my tractor? Stupid ones. I feel like I was always happy and aware of God's love for me. I really did love going to church when I was younger. I feel like when I picture God, I picture Him as really joyful. There's a picture that comes in my head of Jesus, and He's laughing. I get a lot of joy from Christ. I specifically remember encountering Christ in my life when I was younger, when I was in the 2nd grade, when I met this girl named Daniela. She has Down syndrome. We got into partners to have reading groups, and there's an odd number in the class, and Daniela was the last one to not have a partner. And so me and my friend Megan actually invited her into our group, and that to me was a really special and significant time in my life. I probably didn't know it at the time, but looking back, it was just the beginning of an adventure that I have encountered with her and with Christ. We are now still best friends. She's 22 and I'm 21, and we've remained best friends and very close since 2nd grade. She has radically changed my life and have shown me Christ in multiple ways. I don't know where I would be in my faith life without her. I know I still have a strong faith, but she has just radically impacted it in a positive way, and I'm very thankful for her and her presence in my life. I remember one time I got really worked up about something in high school, and she said, "Just give it up to God." And I was like, oh, that's simple. Okay. In high school, I went to a public school, and I really did enjoy my high school experience. I got involved really quickly. I was involved with drama, choir, did POM, which is like the dance team. I just really encountered Christ in high school through all those activities, through the good times and bad that came with it. Being on POM was really hard. Being around a lot of girls was really hard, and just the typical ways that girls tend to react to one another. That was very challenging, and I think I grew in my faith through that. It's crazy how God can captivate your heart through the bad times. He just constantly is defeating evil. And I think I really experienced that for the first time in high school, just from girls and being in situations where I didn't have control, where someone said something that was not too kind, that really shook you to your core. But I always knew deep down that it really didn't matter, and that I had such a greater purpose in life. And I was so much more defined than how I was treated. And so it really built my character up. It really molded me into a person who I am today. So I'm very thankful for that experience. I'm thankful that God gave me the opportunity to show girls His mercy. He really gave me the opportunity to intercede His mercy to them, and that was really great. In high school, I was very devoted to the faith still. I like to think that my faith is kind of like climbing a mountain. I've never had any specific moment where I've stopped climbing and my faith has decreased. I feel like I've always been climbing the mountain and maturing my faith and my relationship with Jesus. I came to college with the idea that I wanted to ignite my faith, that I wanted to grow. And I immediately surrounded myself with good people, with people of the faith, not necessarily Catholic. Being in Oklahoma, it's really hard to find, I think, very devoted people in their Catholic faith, but I did find some really wonderful people who still loved Jesus. I got involved with Campus Crusades for Christ, but it always felt like there was something missing. Ironically, it was Jesus in the end. It was the Eucharist, the presence of Jesus in the Eucharist and all the other wonderful sacraments that he has given us. But I still remained very devoted to going to Mass every Sunday. And then the next year, my sophomore year of college, Fellowship of Catholic University Students, Focus, came to OU. And my Catholic faith just immediately, it was like a rocket. And it has just been an incredible opportunity to truly encounter Jesus Christ. I have been told things that I've never been told before about the church, and I feel like I've really matured in my devotion and in my relationship to Jesus through Focus. But I'm so thankful to be where I am right now, and I'm really excited to take what I've learned and to just apply it to what's next in my life and to see how Christ can really ignite that in my life. A couple months ago, actually, I lost a really important relationship. It was just wonderful to see how God took a really crummy situation and turned it into good. He again presented an opportunity to me to know him more fully, to increase my relationship with him. What happened was definitely needed, and it was a good thing. But it's confusing. It was a very confusing time, and I definitely learned that it's okay to not be okay. And it was a very foreign aspect to me, because I was always this happy-go-lucky, joyful person from the outside, but for the first time I experienced that I wasn't that. I was not joyful, I was not happy, I was depressed, I was upset. I remember speaking to God and just telling him, God, I'm so upset right now. I don't have anyone to talk to anymore. I just don't know what to do. And I just remembered a little voice in my head, and it was just God was telling me, he said, hey, talk to me. Just as simple as that. I remember praying a lot, hymns for my favorite songs. I would say, I would contemplate kind of on phrases. Specifically one would be, Here I am, Lord. And I would just say it over and over again when I wouldn't know what to pray. I'd just say, Here I am, Lord. Here I am, Lord. And this summer I feel like God was saying, no, here I am. One last piece of advice I could probably give in my testimony is to not give up and to persevere in your faith. Christ is never going to let you down. He's always going to be there for you. If you're feeling rocky about anything, I would definitely say spend some time in prayer. Spend some alone time. Get to know him. My name is Janna Clare Mallory, and I am Catholic. Yay!